cohesive message for us about redemption and patience and fulfilling God's will. There's so much there, and being a good servant. There's so much there and all that. It was just amazing.
I just got something to say real quick.
Yes.
Because it's, this sensitive in this area. I just got to say, like, how much I want a wife like Abigail, right? Like, that is one of the most important things to me. And I'm sure to every guy in this room, even those who are married, because your wife can be like that.
So I have a wife like that.
Right.
Aww.
Right.
Well,
I was gonna say, of that importance to us, and we're just men. That's something I can relate. I can take in my relationship with God, because how much does He want a wife like that from me, and from us as the bride of Christ? Like, if I can relate that in my heart, how precious would it be to Him? How awesome would that be for Him?
Well, you be patient, and you let His will be done, and you'll get one.
Well, and even if we go with exactly what we read, he said, a maid to wash the feet of my Lord's servants.
Oh, yeah.
Which is exactly what you're talking about. If you put that in your heart to wash the feet of all your Lord's servants, well, then that's what you will do to your brothers. You will serve them.
so I'll have to bring the wash tub next.
Yeah.
That's what Yeshua taught.
Well, this is the beautiful
John
part.
13.
This is the beautiful part of this. Her heart was to wash the servants' feet, right? But and Yeshua showed us that last night. He took the towel, and the heart was us to wash His feet. But He turned it around and washed our feet.
Because He was showing us how we need to treat
Each other.
Because those disciples were in a pecking order.
So back to the perfect wife.
Mm-hmm.
To be the perfect husband, you got to be that servant.
Amen. Yeah.
Yeah. And like he said, going off what he says, in order to, a thought process that's gone through my head a couple times is, we always pray for that Proverbs 31 woman, but are we willing to be that Proverbs 31 bride to Christ, to serve Him in the same ways that she served the meal?
Yeah, it's easy to make a very rash decision about who that woman is in our life, and we have to be patient. We have to follow His word. Yes.
In 24:17, Saul tells him, "You are more righteous than I. You have treated me well, but I have treated you badly." He gives a double meaning now, and I just want to see if anyone else picked up on this. He says, "You're more righteous than I." Why is he telling David this?
Because Saul knew at one time he was anointed. He lost his position.
What did David cut off of his robe?
Piece of his clothes.
If you look at the actual word, it's the same word as the tassels commanded in Numbers 15.
Cut off his tzitzits?
Cut off his tzitzits.
Oh, I didn't.
So what are the tzitzits supposed to remind us of?
Word of God.
Walking with God.
Word of God.
So why did Saul tell him, "You're more righteous than I"?
Because he recognized when David did that he was giving him a message and doing it in a very, very gentle way. Very gentle. I could have taken you out, but I snuck up quietly behind you, and I left this little message for you to push you back to righteousness.
As if you have forgotten Yeshua or the Lord, then you don't deserve to be wearing these things anymore. You've already forgotten. So
I mean, it just amazes me how confident Saul was about his power, but at the same time, he was so paranoid about it. I mean, he goes out and he's relieving himself when this happens. And, it just doesn't normally occur like that you're that preoccupied with relieving yourself. And for him to be that oblivious, he must have been very confident in his ability to take this guy out if he just could get close enough to him. And here he sneaks up behind him And now he cuts off his
He
tzitzits.
didn't really have to sneak up behind him because it says that he was in the sheepfolds. Okay, there's probably hundreds of sheep in there just bleating. And no, he wouldn't have known.
Yeah, obviously, he wasn't looking around at his surroundings,
Where we
you know.
at? Cause I thought mine said cave too.
Yo,
What's it
just,
say there?
But,
Okay.
I
Folks.
think as an instrument to us, you know, we can wear those tzitzits, but if we're not living it out, then we are not truly righteous. And a person who's not wearing those tzitzits, but is living a righteous life, may be more righteous than we are.
Yes, and that's a good paraphrasing of what happened there too. It looks like we're getting down to the end of our time today, so we need to do our prayers and praises.